Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today you got Ron and Corn Dog right around lunchtime on Thursday, the whatever it is, I don't know, 4th or 5th day in a row I've been up on the farm. And we got a truck a load of grain this morning, or afternoon, whatever it is. We gotta haul a load of grain because we need to get this semi unloaded. For one, I can get so I can get my let me get Daisy up here. You okay? Come on. So I can get my whoa, she made it. Good girl. She's never done that before. Good Daisy. Anyway, so I gotta get this thing unloaded so I can get it on my spray tender trailer, for one. For two, we have a bin that's plugged. So if you guys remember this video right here, where we were pulling loads out of that bin and we saw that it was not good at all. Well, yeah, it's worse than what we thought, so we need to get that unloaded, or at least the best we can. So in order to do that, we gotta have space in semis. So therefore we're gonna be hauling 2 loads of grain plus a day. Cletus hauled 2 yesterday, and he's hauling 1 right now. I'm gonna haul the other. Let's go. Yes, we should be doing field work or spraying or something, but the grain you have right now is more important than the grain you'll have next year. You always got to keep that in mind. Let's roll. Right, Pooch? Right. There's my farm. It's got fertilizer on it. I need to still do primary tillage over on the far side and secondary tillage to finish it up, because that's corn stalks while a majority of it's bean stubble. And then we're gonna plant it here in probably the next week and a half, I guess. Hopefully. We'll see. Well, good morning everyone. How you doing? You got the Bud Man here. It's Thursday with my nice new dirty truck. But look, I'm hauling something. First time I've ever hauled a stock trailer with this truck. Pulls pretty good. I got it out the farm. I got a calf and a cow that needs to go to the vet. Cow has a bad wheel, and the calf has some kind of sickness that won't get over, so I got an appointment at 2 o'clock, I think. Ooh, listen to this bad boy purr, just a purr. So yeah, I'm gonna head down there to the farm, separate them. Look at that, it's even got folding mirrors. Out it goes. Cool. So we're gonna head out to the farm and hopefully get a cow and a calf in. I got Justin Veach coming out. He's gonna give me a hand. Justin Veach does a lot of my work on my bale truck and stuff, oil change and stuff on that. So, and he advised that he could help me. He's only gonna take about a half hour to get him in, hopefully. I'm on my way to the farm, and then we're gonna go to Preston to haul tanks. 3 farms left the way it sounds. Well, hopefully today and maybe tomorrow we'll wrap these 3 farms up and be done with anhydrous. It's time to get planting. With that being said, you got the Bud Man from at Hartung Family Farms in beautiful Jackson County, Iowa, folks, where the river is high. It's supposed to come up another foot. So we got to get close to record. Just pulling up to the lot. Nobody in here, that's good. The app, they have an app here that says how long the wait time is. So the wait time is 32 minutes right now, so there's probably a pile of trucks before the scales, but still, could be worse. What do you think, pup? What do you think, Corn Dog? Good girl. Now I'll tell them my info, they'll sample me, and we'll go in. So there's no one here at the probe lot, but I see some trucks up ahead of me, so there is a little bit of a wait, that's for sure. So I gave them my my ticket, and they asked, hey, when was the last time you were here? You have a uncompleted transaction, whatever they said. Well, the last time this truck was here, card of that video right here, we had a 3.5 hour wait because their computer systems went down. So I was able to probe in, but their computer systems kind of got down, so they had to do it manually. So then their computer still says that I'm checked in, but I haven't dumped my grain. So yeah, take a look at that video if you guys are curious. It was an interesting situation that cost me and Pat 3.5 hours of our time. And my mom rode with me. Mom as well. Hi, Deesy. She's a good little trucking dog. So she's Corn Dog, but there's no corn really in the spring. So I asked that question again, what she should be called in the spring. Anyway, and also merchandise while I'm on this point. Are you guys interested? I'm still kind of exploring what I want to do for merchandise. So if you guys are interested in t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, anything like that, comment down below. But also if you guys are interested in anything else, let me know down below. I would love to put my logo on, you know, like one of those like really cold winter hats
that have like the ears that come down, they're furry. I would love to get a logo, put my logo in the top center of that. That'd be really cool. What do you guys think?
Okay, I'm back and I'm tired. I got him loaded up. There's 19 cow. Hi. And the calf is laying there. So off to the vet we go. So make sure everything's locked up tight. Okay, heading to Preston. Get these girls, and I guess the calf's a boy. The cow's a girl, so we're going down to the vet here.
Well, they're moving, but they're not moving very fast. So the wait time said a half hour when I left, and it's an hour right now. So I'm guessing something just broke down. This place is junk. But that's the only thing I'll say about this place for the rest of the day. Only negative thing. Only positives from here on out. You gotta be positive, right, Daisy? Yeah. So I'm gonna chill here. At least the good sign is I see grain trailers leaving. So people are getting dumped, just not very fast. So I am going to just chill here for a little bit. Probably pull out the computer and edit. The one I brought that with.
Well, I haven't done much filming during anhydrous, but hopefully today will be the last day. Got about 250 acres to do. Kurt's already running with the other bar. He has been for about an hour now, and I'm gonna get rolling here. Got some soybean stubble to do on this farm, across the gravel road. I honestly might be done by the time I get that done. There's like 70 some acres to get done, so quite a bit to do with this 15 shank bar that we got. Kurt's got a bigger one. He's got about 160-ish acres to do. With the other bar, he can go a little bit faster with that one, and it's bigger. He can cover ground a little faster than I can, but we're making do. We're getting something done. Take you along for the ride. Hope we have a good day.
I've seen this guy here before, but you don't see a whole lot of tarps that open from right to left. 99.9% of them open like this, open left to right. So all the way to the right, they're open. But this truck is opposite. Don't know why. Okay, well, I've never seen this before, and no, it's just not that sweet looking Kenworth there, even though it is a pretty sweet Kenworth. But there's another truck that's a right-hand unload. Never seen that before. This is what you call ghosting. When I don't want to turn the truck back on, I just roll forward. I still got brakes because I got air. Neat. Well, at least we're moving about a truck every 6-7 minutes, it seems like. Cripes, what a joke. Sorry. I said I wouldn't talk bad about them anymore. Sorry.
Well, I made it here to the vet, so down in Preston. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi. How's your baby doing? What's up anyway? Standing anyway. So I haven't seen a stand like that in a long time. So maybe it's getting better. We'll find out here shortly.
We have a happy dog on our hand. Well, since it's been 2 hours so far, and I haven't moved in a half hour, might as well at least let the dog play. Got her ball somewhere in there. She's not very good about fetching more than twice. But she loses, she's looking for it right now. There she is. Good girl, bring it here. Oh, good girl. Yeah, she just loses interest or something. But she's just hopping and prancing all the way around. At least someone's enjoying this time. Like I said, I haven't moved in a, oh, I just moved. I can move. Probably should go then. Why are you whining? Huh? Why? Well, it's 1:40. Officially been here for 2 hours and some change. At this rate, it'll probably be another hour before I get dumped, but I can at least see the scales right there. So I'm only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trucks back from the scales. 8, 9, 10, 11 trucks from being dumped. Problem is, ADM is full. That's why they're so slow. Why would you reopen if you were going to be full? Why would you extend your hours if you were going to be full? They were going to close at 11 today. Sorry. ADM is just a very frustrating place. I'm Clinton. Anyway, done. I'm done. Positivity. Right, dog? Positivity. On the bright side, I got a video edited while I'm sitting here. It's not all that bad. Could be worse. I guess this is what happens when they get full. Basically, they can't dump any trucks for 20 minutes, and then they can dump 3 trucks, because 2 trucks just left, like within a span of 30 seconds. Don't know how, but interesting. At least now I can pull up on the scale and get 2 trucks closer. You're making it very difficult. Oh, jeez. You're making it very difficult. Oh, jeez. You guys all right? She really got you there. You're making it very difficult to take a nap. Just want to let you know that. Literally 5 trucks away, which you guys can't, I can't make it focus. 5 trucks away from dumping, and they broke down. So, bright side, I can take a nap, I suppose.
Now I'm heading down to Curtis at the Huffman farm with a tank, and I have an old dirty truck. I'm used to driving that big truck, brand new one of Pat's, but they got to haul the water tender somewhere, someplace, so I get this one, which I don't mind this truck here. This way, if I put a scratch in this one, who cares? But if I put a scratch in that new one, I would not like that. We're going to take a right up here and a left, a right, and then a left will be there. The only problem is it's about 10 miles, which is actually a short trip from the last 3 days, because I was doing 45 minutes to an hour one way. All the farms are done, so now we just have to get the short ones done. Last I heard, we're down to 3 left, so let's get them done, because I need to go turkey hunting, maybe tomorrow. I got a high school classmate coming back to me, John Matthews. We graduated in 1983. For some of you people, that's 40 years ago. Long time ago. So I'm old, yep. I'm gonna shut my window because it's gonna get dusty. There's a John Deere out there getting dusty too.
Do you think I'm dead or something? I'm here. Hey, they moved. Must have been out for 10 minutes or so. Actually, thank you for waking me up. We're gonna have to move here soon. There goes the guy next to me. We can move. Look at this. We're moving again. How neat. How you doing back there, pup? Hi. She just always looks so happy. We're dumping at least. That is true. So I'm gonna go out, hook up my handle, dump my trailer. That way as soon as I pull in, I can go in and get out. Hours in and out, Daisy. Well, at least you had some fun. Got a video edited, played fetch with her quite a bit. Not horrible, I suppose. Man, I feel bad for those guys. I was literally about halfway in this line right there, and it took me 2 hours. These guys are gonna be here till 7 o'clock, unless something changes. Good grief. But we're heading home, not us. There's another planter. Dust is rolling. You know the phrase, plant the dust, your bins will bust. Hopefully that's us next week. What is it called? Oh, you guys are in for a treat here. 8R planter, 8R Pomona planter, 24-year-old John Deere, I think. Oh, that's a 20-inch planter. Sucker's wide. I had a feeling he might be going here. That was the guy that is going to be farming this ground that we used to have last year. There's the bud man hauling tanks. I'm just pulling up to the farm.
Okay, I'm hauling another tank, as you can see. From Everhart's down. It looked like Ronald just come back with the semi. He just come back from loading the corn from ADM, and he's gonna hook up the water trailer. Looks like he's doing that now. There he is, going by Grandma's. I haven't had Grandma's food for a while, so I don't know what's going on there. There's Uncle Bun. He must be working on something. There's the home place. I'm going way over there somewhere. Scott Ernest, I am pointing way over there somewhere. That's where I'm going. So let's get her done.
Almost forgot about you guys. I started to drive away and I was like, oh, forgot the GoPro. So I had to come back and get you. But I got the brand new truck loaded on, hooked on to my seed tender. As you see right there, it's not my seed tender, my water tender. We're gonna head down south. We're gonna spray a load and a half and get everything done with beans south of the farm. Let's roll. Hi farm, hi buddy. Things actually pulling pretty well. I got 800 gallons of water on me. And what's that, like 10 pounds a gallon? So 8,000 pounds plus probably another 4,000 pounds of chemical. It's a good size load on the old girl. She's doing good. 1,500 miles on the old girl. Man, 1,500 miles in the last 2 weeks. That's how much time and distance and fuel we spent hauling tanks around. She's too sweet. Aren't you, Dogo?
Okay, I gotta stop here and get something to drink. I'm parched. So I gotta stop at the shop here quick. Thirsty. Ooh, looks like they got Big Red going apart here. I don't know what they're doing here, but I need something to drink. Mountain Dew and a couple waters. And a candy bar. Treats for Bud. Off we go.
There's 2 tanks that will hopefully pull back tonight, along with the semis here as well. So hopefully once I get done spraying, I'll take the sprayer home and 3 people will pile on a truck. 1 truck that we bring down will bring those 2 tanks back. I'll take this tender and Pat will take the semi, or whoever takes the semi. That's the hope, at least. Made it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start filling this thing up with water, because I'll need about 1,200 gallons, give or take 100 gallons while I'm down here. So that's the nice thing about our farms, is we don't have to carry all the water to the farm. Most farms we have spigots, so I just gotta bring my own hose. That's the reason why we want this type of tender system, because we knew what we had. Whoa. Hi Daisy. Well, 2 fluid piles. This one's a transmission fluid and this one is a hydraulic oil. Yeah. Well, let's fire this girl up. She's gonna take about 15 minutes to pull in. So let's go ahead and get that clock going.
Must be burning a ditch. Lots of vehicles out there. That means lots of people out there, just in case it gets out of hand. There's a tractor in case they have to put some stuff out. Ooh, I had to get my window up or I would have got dusty. That's what we need to do a little more of too. That way it comes back nice green grass. See that? They burned it over here too.
Daisy's first time riding while we're spraying. She's ridden the sprayer before, just a little bit while I was tinkering and testing systems out, but she hasn't ridden with me spraying yet. Good job, DC. Well, I forgot my field dew, so luckily I don't need that to work. It's just nice to have. So let's go spray some chem. I'm gonna come through with that nice saw that we got and destroy some trees. All these trees along here gotta go, because there's no point. They're nuisance trees. Just going along the outside of this field. So what I'm doing is I'm basically just driving my sprayer right down the middle to make sure I don't spray any future corn ground. The reason why I'm doing that is because this chemical, if I get any on my corn ground, it will kill it. Won't let it grow. So therefore I don't want that to happen. So I'm just taking a little extra time and making sure that I know exactly where I'm going, because it's much easier to see where the corn ground is when I'm driving right next to it as opposed to when I'm 50 feet away from it. Now obviously I can't do that right here, but corn dog just taking a nap. Good girl. Just got the field outlined, and that was about, oh cripes, 15 acres, something like that. 3/4 mile long rows. It's gonna go quick. I'm gonna drive right at that. Cool, I'm gonna have to outline that one. But I'm rolling 15 mile an hour. 3/4 mile long rows on this pass. Quite a bit.
Well, hopefully this is my last trip to this place for this year with a full tank. I'll be coming back with some empty ones though, and I won't miss it. Let's go.
Looks like I got enough acres to put it in, or enough gallons in there to fill up. I put a 29 acre load in because that's what I'll use up my chemicals evenly. Let's go load up. So let's get into a little bit about what I am doing. So you can kind of see this is just a bare corn stalk field that we harvested last year with corn. So how our rotation works, and every farm does it different, but we choose, if we're going to plant something into beans, we want to save the most amount of money and be the most cost effective, or be the most ecological friendly as possible. The way we do that is no-till beans. The only thing we got to do to plant soybeans is we spray burn down, which is what I'm doing. We wait 5 to 7 days, let that chemical take into effect, and then we plant the beans. So what exactly am I doing is I am putting a residual and a contact killer down. So my 2,4-D, I have 3 ingredients: 2,4-D, Authority, and crop oil. My 2,4-D is going to kill anything that's up right now. Any broadleafs like water hemp or anything like that, which this field's actually pretty clean. And then the Authority is actually a residual. What that is it basically lays a blanket or a mat so that weeds cannot grow up for the next 2 to 5 weeks. What that does is that basically gives our soybeans a head start. So when we go ahead and plant this in the next week, we're gonna basically get those seeds up and out of the ground a good 3 to 4 weeks before any weeds get a chance, because it's a battle of sunlight and it's survival of the fittest out here in the wild. So any plant that is tall enough and gets the sunlight, any plant that's roots are deeper, it gets the water. So therefore we want to give our soybeans as much chance as possible. 1 second, pause, I gotta turn around. And these 3/4 mile on the rows are awesome. I can just be productive as heck. And then we have crop oil, which is essentially just an enhancement to the water. It makes it stickier, so that way it can bind to the plants. So that's what we're doing. Now it's not like corn where corn, we have 2 situations. We have beans on corn, which is right here. We have corn on corn, which is right there. You can kind of see the corn on corn is a lot blacker than the beans on corn. When we're going into beans, or going from beans into corn, all we want, like I said, we want to be as minimal as possible for the ecological benefits of no-till. Because like I said, the less amount that we can disturb the soil, usually the better. Not always, but usually. It saves us money and fuel because we don't have to be out there wasting time, or not wasting time, but spending time burning fuel, wasting hours, burning hours. We'll just put anhydrous on that and we'll plant it. And then I'll come and spray it afterwards. We'll get into that a little bit later. But corn on corn, which is like what it is over there, that we have to do a little bit more work because corn stalks have a lot of residue. And if you're gonna wanna plant corn again, you gotta somehow get rid of that and manage that residue. We choose to do that to chisel. That basically is, it just stirs the soil, incorporates manure, which we have over there, and it buries that residue. So that's one way to do it. That's how we do it. So then so we try to do that in the fall. So then in the spring we work it, smooth that ground off again, and we plant it. So yeah, hope you guys didn't mind the rambling, but in that amount of time we went 3/4 mile down, 3/4 mile back at 15 mile an hour. Let's head home.
Still burning over there.
Looks like the fuzz has somebody. Sheriff, I'm guessing. Heading north to Longs, got her done. You might be wondering to yourself, well, why in the world are you sitting there right alongside the road? Well, that's an easy answer. Break time. It's my mandatory 30-minute break every hour. Nah, just kidding. Wait for Pat, he's right there. He's gonna give me my iPad. So I have my field view so I only don't have my field view for only one field. Nathan got all the anhydrous put on here. So the long farm is done, and actually both anhydrous bars are running over at Curtis's farm, the Kunau farm. So we're gonna be done with anhydrous here in about an hour and change, I would say. That's awesome. We've really put the hammer on anhydrous. We'll get that done. Tomorrow we might even start planting. Break out the new planter and play around a little bit. Who knows? For sure we're gonna get Nathan's planter out and start working on that. And then I'm gonna keep spraying and try to finish up beans tomorrow. Spring is really rolling along, that's for sure. Now we're at our long farm right now. I'm doing our north of the cross field. I'm noticing a lot of leaky poppets, especially on the outside. I don't love that. Anyway, so one thing I really like about the sprayer is I am much more efficient with it. So watch, I have individual nozzle shutoffs right there, shutting off right as I hit the waterway. It's hard for you guys to see at this angle, but I can basically just drive straight over the waterway and the sprayer will do its thing and only spray the bare ground and not the grass. That's great. That saves me a bunch of times because before I would have to border every single one of these waterways, but then I would still have to go back and forth and spray everything. Now I can just go back and forth and just be pure efficient. It's pretty sweet. It's a great technology that we've had for the last 5, I think it's year 5 with it. So it's been a dang good technology. It saves us a pile of money, and the biggest thing is time, in my opinion, a pile of time. And that's what we're trying to kill: weeds, water hemp. You're gonna die. Good job, Daisy.
Okay, it's my last trip. There's Curtis there. He'll be done here with that tank. This one's empty. Looks like we got a bean planter over there in the neighbor's field. Anhydrous will be done here in about 20 minutes, half hour. Looks like he's got about 6 more trips up and back, and he'll have that field done. This one's done here. This is done here. So we are almost finished. A lot of windshield time for the bud man, and I'm getting tired of it. So let's keep going so I can get out of here. Rock and roll. Turkey hunting tomorrow, Friday, 28th. I am going turkey hunting.
Pretty nasty bowling through here. She's steep. Glad I got these tires on, because much easier to get around in the hills, that's for sure. Last pass of the day, and I gotta go help Pat load a truck. All done. Let's vamoose and scram. So we got 2 tanks there, and not sure if that's it. But all the anhydrous is just about in. We've done pretty good so far this spring. And Daisy, you've done good too. Nope, I don't want you to. You had that. Don't want you to have that, pup. Right there through my boom, that's extremely hard to see through, is our swamp farm. It's our rented piece that has drainage issues. And the guy who owns it actually is a tile drain installer. So he's on the case. He bought this farm a couple years ago and trying to rehab it, but it's difficult. It's a challenge, that's for sure.
Well, I'm back, but I'm hauling something different. Take a look. It's not an anhydrous tank, it's a fuel tank. I guess somebody's low over there, so I gotta run over there with this now. Always something. Let's go rescue. We're gonna rescue Curtis.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and head out to my new field. So here's the big issue with the farm. This waterway right here is wet right around there. So I'm gonna look in this creek to see if there's any tile outlets that I can see. If there's not, I need to put some there. That's the 3-year plan. So Daisy, let's go for a walk. Go girl. Let's go. Okay. Come on. Come on, Daisy. Come on, you turd. Let's go. Good girl. Oh, you want to play? You want to play? Go get it. So I'm just going to walk along here and look for a tile outlet. Just met my new neighbors. He went around and talked me through kind of all the drainage issues and whatnot that I inherited. So I really appreciate it meeting them, Mike and Darcy.
Well, we made it in the field. Curtis is getting
I'm done
field.
at least.
Yeah, Nathan's done.
I'm done.
Looks like we got about
3 passes left.
3 passes left to be done for 2023 with anhydrous.
Ah, gotta love bin problems. That should be running faster. Not good. Well, this sucks. Right as I turn the camera on, the bin plugs. Everything's plugged, we can't get it out. So you guys are gonna see something not so fun to do. We gotta cut a hole in the door there. That's the only way we can get stuff out. And Daisy Girl's been a trooper sitting inside the cab for the last half hour. Good job, Daisy Girl. That sucks, but what do you do? Except do better next time and core the bin. How do we prevent that? Core your bins. That basically means is pull the center out, take 2 loads out earlier. Should have done that. Oh well. Except for home. Such a good dude. Hey guys, the moment you've been waiting for. Here is our brand new planter. I believe it's a 2155 or 2150, one of those two. That is a brand new corn planter from Case IH. It is a model year 21. It is not brand new this year. It was actually built last summer. And we are excited to get it in the field tomorrow. Yeah, Pat said it. Pat's the one that said it. I know, I'm shocked. We'll do a walk around on this thing here in a little bit. Good enough, bud. Well, let's pack up, head home, or head out. This is our 2155 Case IH 24-row 30-inch planter. Daisy, I forgot her leash, so she's gonna be out and about right now. I'm trusting you. Don't run away. Usually she's hooked to my belt. So anyway, start from front to back. So 24 rows on 30-inch spacing, identical to what we had before. Our other one had shark tooth openers. Our old one was fixed. It was just pinned. This new one has clean sweep. It's an air cylinder. You can raise it up if you don't want it in there, or you can push it down all from the cab. That's sweet. The patented and true offset openers by Case, same thing that we had. The double closing system, also the same. Looking forward to that. We have a spring downforce secondary whatever the heck it's called, secondary closing wheel, whatever you want to call it. We also have air adjust downforce on this first stage as well. Pretty sweet. And then we do have an upgraded metering system. So our old planter was chain drive. So basically it was a shaft that went all the way down the planter and it turned chains to actually turn this thing. Well, on this thing, it has a motor for every single row. So right here is your motor. Actually, right here is your motor. And that is what actually drives your meter. So how a planter works is seed gets blown in from the big seed tanks. Daisy, hey, stop eating poop. You, hey, stop eating poop. Stop it. So seed gets blown in here in this hopper and it uses a vacuum right here. Here's your vacuum line to suck seed against a plate. This plate spins around and the faster you go, the faster it goes. It's driven by that motor and that actually singulates the seed. So grabs one seed for every set distance and drops them into the tube. Along with that, we have hydraulic downforce. That is awesome. What this is basically it holds a constant pressure on the row unit. So if you have insecticide back here, this is our insecticide, if you have a lot of extra weight down here, it can even pick up. So it keeps you that consistent downforce to keep your seed at that exact depth. That's awesome. So here it is. That's our planter. Can't wait to use it, hopefully tomorrow. What a guy. That's your thumbnail. First thumbnail you've done.
Thumbnail.
Yeah, thumbnail, exactly. Well, we just dropped off. Ooh, Daisy got into some burrs. Just dropped off Nathan, Curtis, and Rhonda at the South Farm to grab the spray tender trailer and a pickup and the chopper truck. So now I'm gonna head home. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna be home before 10. We're home before 11 for the first time this week, which is gonna be nice. So yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the new planter. We're gonna hopefully get her out tomorrow. We'll see. My plan will be to come out tomorrow and finish spraying beans. So I hope you guys enjoyed your video. Excuse you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.